Let's talk about WIF. Its full name is Dog with a Hat. It was a meme that came out and it blew up. It did really well, and then there are some cults or big communities that continue to push this thing around a lot. There's some paid cults that push this coin, then there are some free cults, but let's look at its price. It's sitting at 83 cents right now. I've covered WIF in the past as well. I'll talk about that before I talk about its cult and its future and everything else around it. But let me first go and find when was the last time I talked about it. So last time we talked about WIF was 7th or 9th of June. And today is 1st of July, so it's been 21 days. That's 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago. At that time, WIF was sitting at 88 cents. Damn it. It was higher than where it is sitting right now. We had a support at 77. And of course, a psychological target of $1. But it was in the middle. I hate buying coins in the middle. When it is in the middle, I generally recommend to wait it out to go to support and then buy. If you're in love with a coin, why play a game of 50-50? It is in the middle. 50% chances drop to support, 50% chances to pump. We are not here to play the game of gambling. So if you're not, then and you are in love with WIF, I would take it from 77 cents instead of picking it from 88, only to find out it dropped towards the area of 77. So it was in the middle area. As I know myself, I always tell in the video not to buy here, even though there is a higher probability that it is on an uptrend. It can go and hit the bloody $1. Still, I don't like those odds. I don't like to go and stick with it. Well, 3 weeks later, let's look at it. What the hell has happened? Just a second. My God, it's hard to tell. Let me go back to this graph. Just a second. Let me search WIF. It's 4 a.m. and everyone is fucking awake. I don't know why. So this was a W structure and this was on 4 hours. It was like that. Okay, and I don't see this W structure anymore. I mean, fuck that. Let's look at it on the live chart. On the live chart, we had, which date was it? It was 9th of June, right? Yeah. Yep. So it did go up towards the $1. It hit that, and then of course after that it went down. How much down did it go? On 21st of June, it went and it hit 63 cents. So lesson learned, buying it at 77 cents would have been way more sensible than buying it at that area, as I said. So it did crash, it did dip. You buy it around these areas and then it starts going back up again. Of course, it is sitting at 82.9, and the peak that it has done, which was yesterday, which was Monday, is 90 cents. So the situation is still the same old. Right now, again, it is sitting at 83 cents. I wouldn't buy. Like I said, your support is at 77 cents. Your high target is $1. Again, this coin is sitting in the middle. I wouldn't touch it. I would only touch if it goes to the area of support. Until and unless it doesn't go to the area of support, I wouldn't be participating in it, irrespective of how it behaves, because it's a middle area. And for WIF, the cult and everything that I mentioned, they have paid communities like Cryptonery. They have a section for it. They pretty much pitch about WIF. Even though it's a meme coin, there's nothing behind it. But then you have cult. As long as the cult stays strong, the coin can go up. So they do that. And then there are, of course, some free communities out there on Twitter. They talk about WIF. But in general, it's all about the overall cult around it. As long as they keep on screaming to the moon, this coin can continue to do well. Otherwise, you should expect WIF to drop. And I think once it loses this area of 77 cents, I see WIF at 50 cents easily. So this is going to be a test for WIF. If WIF goes below area of 77 cents for more than 2 days, get ready for the drop towards 50. If it holds 77, doesn't break it, then it should go and hit $1. And of course, if we want to talk about 1.5 or $2, it needs to stabilize above $1. Again, the same rule, 2 daily candles closing above the area of $1, then it will get bullish. If it doesn't, it can play around this range easily as it has done in the past. So this is your 77 cents, this is your $1, up and down, up and down, up and down, with one dropping, but still it's the same old, and that's WIF for you. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or I have touched on a topic and you expect me to explain a bit more, I'll try my best to explain that to you in the comments. Leave a comment, and I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe, because if you're not interacting with the video or if you're not subscribed, you're not going to see all the 10 videos that I make every day. You're going to miss out on it, and I think you are educated enough to understand what to subscribe and what not to, because if you want to miss out on it, then why not? It's for your own good, and you should know better what is good for you.